So yeah, let's look at this book website. Okay, there is a reason why I say book website. It's because this is sort of written as a blog. I'm not joking. You have several moments of Thursday, 2:36. You don't have like chapter 1, chapter 2. This is written as in blog styles. There's no like chapter titles. And even the one of the first only sort of chapter titles you get is for the first one, which is Freddie's blog. So the rest are just basically a bunch of like dates of like Wednesday. Which I think this goes over like way over a week, because it starts on Saturday, goes to Sunday, goes then to Tuesday, skips Monday. I missed one. Goes to Thursday. And I think the last one, no, there's one more after this. There's Friday. And then Monday is the last one. So this, I think, takes place over just over a week, because it goes from the first Saturday and then goes to the next Monday. Goes to a Saturday of 1 week and then goes to the next Monday. Which, this is dark, but the one thing which I would say is it's very sort of easy to read in a way. I do like it because of that. It is fun, it is easy, and yeah. I'm also going to acknowledge that one of the things that's in this, which I think is acknowledged at the front, but I think it's interesting. So the sort of thing is like Freddie, parents are rich, too rich, and too busy to notice what's up. Being alone to do what he likes will pay such payment. There's something drastic. So Freddie just does something very drastic. He does it more than once. Which doesn't say what it is, but his parents are dead. Because most of the book is reading about like what happens after that. It's kind of dark in that way, hence Death on Toast, which is, I think, meant to be a thing, because his parents had a way of like being like, oh, you can't enter this, you can't do this, you can't do that. And like the rules aren't like, oh, you have to go to bed by 10, where it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. It's like, oh no, you can't go in this room, this is the carpeted room, you have to wear these shoes on these locations of this place and that, da, 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 da. And even with this, you get stuff like, I think like he gets, his parents are rich, yet they don't. They're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna do these like simple cheap. So his parents aren't moral, but it's the idea of what happens afterwards. Before I say anything, doing this isn't a moral thing. It's just, I'm just gonna put it out there before anyone's like, oh, and I did. No, don't do that. But this shows the aftermath of it all. Because a lot of the stuff beforehand is written preemptively. As in, he's did the thing that he's talking about. And then he's writing about what's happening. I just like the blog aesthetic. It's really fun. It's like, oh, this is me. Because it then makes sense of like why he's writing this. Both in a way of like, oh, why wouldn't like he talk about certain things in a certain way and say his opinions? Well, this is a blog. That is the point of that. And I think that's clever. But yeah, I do think this is good, and this is definitely worth to read. So yeah, because of a couple of stuff I didn't end up doing yesterday. Sorry about that. But this will be today. Ta-da! More One Piece. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, I hope you like. And even though it's further more, I'm still going to keep this, and good night.